All right, guys, it's a Friday, and I just want to make a quick short video on your Oracle DBA training for those of you guys who want to make multiple six figures. All right, so what I want to show you guys is I want to show you guys something real quick. So obviously, we connect to our database. This is our 21C database. In our root, we connected to our ORCL PDB pluggable DB. I want to get the status of it. Select open mode from v.ebbs. Okay, so you can see that it is mounted. It's not open, right? It's not open. So what I got to do is I can't open it, right? Because if I do alter pluggable database ORCL PDB, open it. Let's see what happens. See, it does work. All right, so if I do this, see, we're read, right? But if I do this, such as this here, and if I do this, right, you can see that this is the only one that's open, and this is the ORCL PDB one, right? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back to here. See that? All right, so now I'm in. So if I do show con name, you see that, right? Okay. So we have a table called HR.dog. Select star from HR.dog. Right? You can see that, right? All right. So what I want to do is introduce you guys to something we call constraints. Constraints are limitations or mandatories that each column must have, right? So what a constraint basically does, we have different kind of constraints. We have the primary key, we have the unique key, we have the foreign key, we have the unique constraint, we have the not null constraint, right? The primary key is the most powerful one because what it does is it uniquely identifies each row, right? So another thing that a primary key does, and I teach you guys all this in the course. Another thing that it does is there cannot be duplicates of a primary key, right? So primary key column. So the most logical thing to put the primary key constraint on would be the ID column. So what I'm saying is there can't be duplicates means you can't have two and then two and then two and then three, four. No, it has to be 2, 3, 4. There can't be multiple of the same number. Make sense? Because it needs to uniquely identify. So what I'm saying is you could have all this data right here, like from name, SSN weight, blah, blah, all the same in all rows. However, this ID column must be different because it needs to uniquely identify each column. Make sense? Okay. So normally the way you do it is when you're creating the table, you would have to create the, one second guys, getting a little hot in here. All right. You would create the constraints for each column, but you can do that after the fact as well. So to do that, you simply do what? Alter table name, hr.dog, add constraint, let's give it a name. I'm trying to figure out what name to give it. Let's give it ID underscore PK. Then primary key. Then what column do I want to put on there? ID. So, see that? Okay. So now what this does now is this column has now been identified as a primary key. Very important, right? You could also add a unique constraint as well. You could do that. So I'm going to put a unique constraint on the SSN. Makes sense, right? Each SSN needs to be unique. So the unique is a lot like the primary key, right? The only difference is with the primary key is it does not allow null values. You got to put something in the primary key column. The unique can allow nulls, right? So what I'll do is alter table hr.dog add constraint unique. There's no unique key. So add constraint, I'll do SSN underscore UQ. You got to give it a name, and then unique. We'll call them SSN. Can it validate duplicate? Oh, okay, I see. See that? See that? Because it has multiple. So I'll put it on hired instead. So I'll do hired underscore UQ and then unique hired. But I want you guys to see what it says right there. You see that? Duplicate values, duplicate keys found. See that? What it's saying is complaining because it could see this, it could see this, it could see this, right? Because it's a unique, just like the primary key, everything here has to be unique, right? It has to be, there can't be any duplicates whatsoever. Make sense? So another one that I want to add would be the not null. So for every name, I want the name to be not null, meaning you must put something for the name. So I do alter table hr.dog modify. Then I'll do name not null. See that? So now you can see that it's not null. So how can we tell all these things that we changed, right? That we added? Just describe it. Describe HR. See that? Boom. You can see that for name we said it's not null. Now for ID, you can see it's also not null, right? Why? Because when it comes to primary key, like I said, with primary key, it can never ever be not null. You got to put something in there. You're not going to see anything with a unique ID, right? With the unique key, unless you really dig in and you look in your DBA underscore constraint, and then look up the table and it'll tell you what constraints are on that table, right? So this is how you add constraints, guys. How often do I do this at work? Not often at all. But you got to know how to do it, right? So if you want to make multiple six figures, hey, this is some of the skills you got to learn. All right. For you guys that want to join the course, right? The link is in the description. This is the real deal, guys. The only reason why you're hesitating is because you've never done it before. Just like driving a car to a different part of the city, the reason you don't hesitate to do that is because you've driven before. You know how you basically know what's going to happen. But the reason why you hesitate to join a course is because you don't know what's going to happen. But this is my advice to you. Everybody else that has gotten a job has gone through some kind of course to get this job. So to get the job, to develop the skills to get the job. So you're not going to be any different. So you just got to get the skills, guys. You need skills to get paid. It's really that simple, right? Take the course, apply for jobs. Before you know it, you're making multiple six figures. All right. Link is in the description, collegeuniversity.com, right? Let me know what you guys think. Hit the like and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace. Guys, I'll keep it short. So this is my site, collegeuniversity.com. Been teaching for going on over 10 years. I teach people how to make six figures, right? It's really that simple. Six figures. You're going to make six figures. Boom. It is what it is, right? Now, we teach you all things as far as related to Oracle database administration. Look at all the courses. We have over 1,000 courses on there, right? But you can learn how to make six figures today. And yes, AI is here, but it's not. It's AI is actually dying. If you guys do your research, right? So there's still going to be need for humans to actually do the work, right? I'm not over here trying to teach you guys how to make $1 million. No, I just want to show you guys how to double your salary. So the average black man makes what, $42,000 a year. Cool. Well, I'm gonna teach you how to triple that. Simple enough. You make what, 20 bucks an hour? I'm gonna show you how to make between 60 and $70 an hour after what, 3 months. How hard is that, right? So what you want to do is you want to go to clouduniversity.com, all right, and you want to click on the first, you want to click on the very first video that you guys see. I'm sorry, course that you guys see. This one right here. We have shorter, we have shorter videos. That are a little bit more tailored. This gives you everything, but then we have other courses, right? So we have Oracle and AWS for you guys that just want to learn Oracle and AWS. You can just learn that. But if you want the whole shebang, yep, it's right there, right? Now you may ask yourself, oh, why is it so expensive? Well, that it's relative, right? If you want to go back to college, that's going to cost you at least what, 100 to 200 grand with room on board, and that's going to take you 4 years. But with Cloud University, it's only going to take you 3 months, 3 short months, and you're making 70 bucks an hour. I think it's a good deal. So, guys, hit the link in the description, book a call on Calendly or whatever, and we can talk. We can sit down and we can talk for about 30 minutes and see whether or not we're a good fit. All right, guys, talk to you soon. Peace.